The United Kingdom, with its royal family, historic landmarks and charming accents, often holds a certain allure for people around the world. But let's be honest, who among us hasn't fantasized about sipping tea with the Queen? Or at least perfecting a proper Cheerio, mate? But hold on to your monocles, folks, because the UK might not be the fairy tale it appears to be. So, before you pack your bags and book a one-way ticket to Heathrow, let's pull back the curtain on the UK, shall we? We're going to delve into the harsh truths about life on this island nation and explore why some countries, particularly those in Asia, might actually be a better bet for a brighter future.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the extortionate rent in the room. Living in the UK, particularly in London, can feel like you're hemorrhaging money faster than a contestant on a supermarket sweepstakes. We're talking about rent prices that would make your eyes water faster than a plate of vindaloo. And don't even get me started on the price of groceries. A pint of milk, a loaf of bread, and a few potatoes will set you back more than a night out at the pub, which, by the way, is also not cheap. And if you think you'll escape the financial drain by hopping on public transport, think again. A monthly travel card can cost more than a round-trip flight to some European destinations. Now, compare that to a place like Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Vibrant, multicultural, and with a cost of living that won't leave you weeping into your significantly cheaper bowl of noodles. Or take Singapore, a global financial hub with a reputation for efficiency and, yes, even affordability. From its world-class public transport to its diverse culinary scene, Singapore offers a high standard of living without the exorbitant price tag of the UK. So, while the UK might seem glamorous from afar, the reality is that you might be working just to survive, rather than thrive. In Kuala Lumpur, you can enjoy a vibrant nightlife and delicious street food without breaking the bank. Public transport is not only efficient, but also incredibly affordable, making it easy to explore the city. From local markets to housing, everything is reasonably priced, allowing you to live comfortably. Similarly, in Singapore, you can enjoy a high quality of life with clean streets, safe neighborhoods, and a plethora of dining options. Modern amenities and green spaces are abundant, making it a great place to live and work. So, if you're considering a move, think about what kind of lifestyle you want. Do you want to just get by? Or do you want to truly enjoy life? Kuala Lumpur and Singapore offer opportunities to thrive without the financial strain, making them attractive alternatives to the high costs of living in London.
Now, the UK does have one thing going for it: the National Health Service, or the NHS. It's a beloved institution, free at the point of service, and often held up as a shining example of socialized healthcare. But the reality of the NHS, much like a British summer, can be a bit underwhelming. Let's talk waiting times. Imagine breaking your leg and then being told you have to wait 6 months for surgery, or needing to see a specialist and being placed on a waiting list longer than the queue for a Wimbledon final. The NHS is stretched thinner than a crumpet over a teacup, and while the staff are undoubtedly heroes, the system itself is struggling to cope with demand. Now, compare that to a country like South Korea. Their healthcare system is consistently ranked among the best in the world, with short waiting times, affordable costs, and cutting-edge technology. Or consider Taiwan, another country with a top-notch healthcare system. So, while the UK might offer free healthcare, it's worth asking yourself, what's the true cost of waiting?
Now, let's talk about the job market. The UK likes to think of itself as a land of opportunity, a place where anyone can make it with hard work and determination. It's a country with a rich history of innovation and enterprise. But the reality is, the job market can be tougher than a plate of bangers and mash after a night at the pub. Many job seekers find themselves facing numerous rejections and a seemingly endless search. Competition is fierce, especially for newcomers. The sheer number of applicants can be overwhelming, making it difficult to stand out. You're often competing with not only locals, but also a global pool of talent, all vying for the same positions. This global competition can be both a challenge and an opportunity, depending on your perspective. And let's not forget the ever-present visa requirements, which can be more complicated than a game of cricket. Navigating the immigration system can be a daunting task, adding another layer of difficulty. Now, compare that to a country like Germany. Germany offers a different set of opportunities and challenges. They have a strong economy, a focus on manufacturing and engineering, and a welcoming attitude towards skilled workers. The German job market is known for its stability and high demand for technical skills. Or consider Canada, a country known for its friendly people, stunning landscapes, and yes, a thriving job market. Canada actively seeks skilled immigrants to fill gaps in its workforce. And then there's China, a global economic powerhouse with a rapidly growing economy and a huge demand for skilled workers. The opportunities in China are vast, but so are the challenges. So, while the UK might seem like a good place to climb the career ladder, the reality is that you might find yourself stuck on the bottom rung. Exploring global opportunities could be the key to unlocking your career potential.
Let's talk about the weather, shall we? Because, let's be honest, the UK's weather is about as reliable as a politician's promise. You can expect rain, wind, and clouds for a good portion of the year. And while the occasional sunny day does occur, it's often treated like a national holiday, with people flocking to parks and beaches like they've never seen the sun before. Now, I know what you're thinking. It can't be that bad, can it? Oh, but it can. The lack of sunlight can take a toll on your mood, your sleep, and even your vitamin D levels. Now compare that to the sunny climes of Southeast Asia. Imagine waking up to clear blue skies, warm temperatures, and the sound of waves crashing on the beach. That's everyday life in places like Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines. Or consider the Mediterranean, where you can bask in the sunshine, enjoy delicious food and wine, and experience a more relaxed pace of life. So, while the UK might offer a certain charm with its unpredictable weather, it's worth asking yourself, can you really put a price on sunshine?
Let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the awkward silence in the lift. It's a scenario many of us are familiar with, especially in the UK. The UK, for all its charm and historical allure, can be a difficult place to make genuine connections. The hustle and bustle of central London often masks a deeper sense of isolation. British Reserve is a real thing, and while it might seem endearing from afar, it can be incredibly isolating, especially for newcomers. The sight of people sitting alone in parks or cafes is all too common. Imagine trying to strike up a conversation with someone on the tube, only to be met with a stony silence and a look that could curdle milk. It's a daunting experience that many have faced. Or attending a social gathering where everyone seems to know each other from boarding school, leaving you feeling like an outsider looking in. The sense of exclusivity can be overwhelming. Now, compare that to the warmth and hospitality of countries like Thailand, the Philippines, or Spain. These places are known for their open-hearted approach to strangers. These cultures embrace community, welcoming strangers with open arms and genuine smiles. The sense of belonging is almost immediate. In Thailand, the concept of Sanak having fun and enjoying life permeates everyday interactions. It's a philosophy that encourages joy and connection. In the Philippines, the spirit of bayanihan, helping one another, creates a strong sense of community and support. This collective effort fosters deep bonds. And in Spain, the tradition of sobremesa, lingering at the table after a meal to chat and connect, fosters meaningful relationships and a sense of belonging. It's a cherished part of their culture. So, while the UK might have its share of friendly faces, it's worth considering whether you're willing to navigate the social minefield of British Reserve. The contrast between these cultures highlights the importance of warmth and openness in building connections.
Education. The great equalizer, they say, except, of course, when it comes with a price tag that would make your eyes water faster than a mouthful of extra strong cheddar. The UK might be home to some of the world's most prestigious universities, but that prestige comes at a cost. We're talking about tuition fees that could make a grown adult weep and student loan debts that could rival the GDP of a small island nation. Imagine graduating with a degree in philosophy and enough debt to make you question the meaning of life. Now compare that to countries like Germany, where higher education is practically free. That's right, free. Or consider Singapore, where the government heavily subsidizes education, making it affordable for both citizens and international students. In Germany, you can pursue your academic passions without the crippling burden of debt, allowing you to focus on your studies and future career. So, while the UK might boast impressive universities, it's worth asking yourself, is a degree from Oxford or Cambridge really worth a lifetime of debt? So there you have it. The UK might seem like a dream destination from afar, but for many, the reality is a far cry from the glossy brochures. The high cost of living, the strained healthcare system, the competitive job market, and the often isolating social scene can make it a challenging place to build a truly fulfilling life. Meanwhile, other countries offer not just a better quality of life, but also a more welcoming environment, affordable living, and opportunities for personal and professional growth. So, before you pack your bags for the UK, take a moment to consider whether the dream is really worth the reality.